Hello there! Welcome back to The Spell, where I'm trying to summon freaking Satan. Now, this one. Definitely this one. I need to turn this down on my headset. Yes. I think I read that last episode. She just just molded to the floor. I saw that. You made me laugh this early on. You make me happy. Doesn't happen often. Naturally, she didn't finish the beer in front of her. She collapsed on the table. I'm okay with that. I have no reason to judge. Knowing that this thing made me laugh for some reason. She was the winner. He would have put his foot on like that, or like a quarter, if he still had the ability to stand up straight. Yeah, but do you want to do that in front of the kid? He was glad the girls were here who were watching a movie, because it had been 5 minutes since he last moved an inch. Oh, that's the mighty power of being drunk. Your reaction time turns to dog crap. Oh god. He was waiting for the room to stop spinning before actually getting up. So during those 5 awfully long minutes, he was forced to look at Roxanne's face, who was asleep, kind of, on the table. I don't mind. Just be glad that I'm a dumbass. Why did I go slow through that? I don't want to know. And yet I actually kind of like to know. As I'm questioning what I'm freaking saying. Back to this. She was not ugly. She was not ugly at all. She was almost cute if it weren't for the drool running down her mouth. She was still smiling, though this pissed him off. Then she whispered, "Yes, she was still alive, surprisingly enough. This is normal. I think I gotta puke." She's fine. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't mind freaking trying Jaeger. Now, how the heck do you freaking spell that? I think it starts with a J. He got up on his feet slowly, making sure not to fall in the presence, groveling lifting Roxanne with difficulty, and then said vaguely to the girls, still sit in the living room, which is surprisingly connected to the kitchen. Wait, is it game lag? Clicky clicky? Oh. I was like, wait, did something happen? Did I break another game? Finally, I have a reason to be confused, happy, and somewhat confused, and intrigued. Then I can finally increase my new record. I'll lie her down for a while. Good. Brought to you by violence. Roxanne mumbled a fighting cry, even though she just said she was going to throw up, and then went limp in his arms. Is it dying? And then things went to red. That must mean it's fine. Perfectly freaking fine. I am not losing my mind. Oh god, everything's going to yellow. And only 5 minutes into the freaking episode. This is depressing. Why? Either way, he threw her on his bed and closed the door behind him. Why is this thing freaking the fuck out on OBS? Like it's moving like a how many FPS? Like 44? Not horrible. Played games on 30. And surprisingly, no, not on console. Also on PC. Don't ask why. It's slow. Console moves faster. I'm not even joking at that. Console moves faster on some than I've played some games on freaking PC. You know that some games are locked at less than 60 FPS. That is actually painful. I want high speed when playing games. Either way, you go back to this. For a time, he didn't move. He stayed up on his looking at a point in space, considering to lessen the effect of alcohol on his mind. That actually works? I don't know, does that actually work? It may be different for everyone. Time to try that later. Within a couple of days. Maybe. When he felt a bit better, he took another look at Roxanne. He sighed in disappointment, desperation. She was not moving either. She was also laying on her belly in a star shape. To think he will have to take care of that disgrace. He would have thrown her out a long time ago if it weren't for only him. So the kid. But it wasn't. It's only for tonight, he said to himself. Those words, multiple times over. Oh, like me, where I struggle to actually go through a sentence while being stupid. It was already. It was alright. He only needed to take care of her for an hour or two. Then he would be able to return to his everyday life. She would be gone forever, he hoped. Returns like a week later. You thought I was dead. Coughs up dirt. He walked straight to her, almost turned her on her back, and took a better look at her. She was not completely passed out. She opened her eyes a little and said hi, blowing the horrible stench coming out of her mouth towards him. That's when he noticed she was still grabbing at her purse when he left it with her left hand. The mighty power of being intoxicated. You don't know what the fuck is going on, and you don't want to know. Unless it's that important, then you want to know. Later. To think she was able to keep it with her, even in that condition. Saying that I somehow find ways to know what the fuck I'm doing while intoxicated. Yes. He tried to take it away, but he was grabbing on to it rather strongly. She finally gave in though. The fact that she was dead drunk helped quite a bit. That can make it a little bit easier. You should consider it. You should consider on feeling better. Your purse away. Don't worry. And brought to you by hit to the noggin. He threw it near the door roughly. He was about to ask her if she needed water or some fresh air, but then something caught his eye. Something shiny in her purse. He was probably unzipped when he threw it away because some of its contents was now laying on the floor. Among it was something unexpected, something familiar. Lighter? Possibly? Not work. He walked to it slowly, crouched gently, and then seized the familiar object directly with his thumb and index finger. He remembered it well. It would flash for a lighter since it was made out of silver. His sister's husband was often playing with it, even when he was not actually using it. Well, lighters are actually good. I would actually prefer it to be made out of something that's not made out of silver. I'd rather choose aluminum, because that's also metal, and also can be used for killing. It had always annoyed how he brandished all thing as if it was the most prized possession. Maybe because it was? I don't really know. And now this lighter, this worthless piece of junk, was hidden in Roxanne's purse. He could do nothing but laugh at the situation. Perfect? It's just me. Or you're really stupid. Odd? She made some small noise, but nothing intelligible. It's just like I don't even know what I freaking did there. What? I don't even want to know, and I'm questioning. I even made the noise. To think that the proof he had searching for was in her on her person all along. I didn't think she would be stupid enough to walk around with something so incriminating on her. True, this didn't prove she was the killer or anything, but it was a big enough proof to link Roxanne to that late Patrick on other words. This proved their illicit relationship, and this gives her a motive to kill him. Theater? Ah, fuck. This is the killing then. This is gonna make it interesting. Hopefully I get this done in this episode. Hopefully. Or next episode, that works too. He was right after all. Wanted to be proven wrong, but he was right. He didn't feel anything right? Now, he was calm. He had promised, after all. He had to protect it, his lifestyle, and protect her, Elos. He needed to take a deep breath. He needed to stay focused, or else. What are you doing? It just like lands on the floor again. Wait, what the hell? Something touched his shoulder. His elbow moved on its own, quickly, sharply, as would as a well-oiled machine. An an autom. Yes, he had been taken by surprise, so he had attacked his own. He had attacked. Well, it happened. The woman fell on the floor with a big thud. He had knocked her out with a single motion. He had done it on the in why am I struggling to say big words now? I know what that word is, kind of. Oh yeah, instinctively. There we go. Finally, I got it. Like the heck. The lighter on in his fingers, it flew away somewhere. He didn't know where. He was that surprised by her. Shit. He looked at her. She didn't move, but he could see that she was still breathing. Oh, I actually thought they like picked up a heavy object, just like knocked her out. No, it was just a reflex. Like shit, man. I actually thought like he just picked up heavy object, knocked her on the head, and just like walked away. Like that, I actually kind of expected that. He got on one knee and checked her pulse. It was normal. She might have a concussion, but nothing to worry about. Well, good thing is that we found out what that thud was. That's good, kind of. But at that point, I'm gonna kind of end the episode here because we're gonna get more information next episode. So I hope all you guys have a great, wonderful time, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a fantastic day too, guys.